Back here with you. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. We're going to get right into this message. Today's message will be quite brief. It's a busy day here in the nail fads world. Also, there's a sound bath live guided meditation this evening at, if you can get here by 6:30, the doors will be locked at 6:30 if you're in Las Vegas, but you're more than welcome to join us if you are able to get here by 6:30. What else? Let's see, what's the most important message for us right now? What's the most important message for us right now? From your highest self, from the source God, the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, that divine authenticity, all is one is all energy. Sky Daddy, Sky Mommy, what you got to say to us today? Most important message, please and thank you. Whew. Are you going to give me cards? As soon as I start talking stuff. You see, sometimes you just need to say it out loud, okay? Because I knew the cards would come, but I'm like, hold on, what's the deal? You're taking a long time to give me the cards. And as soon as I say it out loud of my mouth, okay, so Queen of Wands, there's something you're passionate about. I'm here to say it out loud. Speak about it. Let everybody know. I heard put everybody on notice of what you're doing. Yeah, you got creative passion. You're very outgoing, spontaneous right now, and bold and courageous. Like nothing, I heard nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Yeah, that's the vibes. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. And so you're in this knowing that you got talent, skills, abilities, that can't nobody do it like me. And then they say, how you do that there? Because can't nobody do it like you. Like the way you do it is special to you, okay? You bring your own joy. You bring your own cheerfulness to what you do. You bring your energy to the table, baby. You will this energy. Yeah, you draw it in. You bring it in. You make it happen. Let me see some more. 9 of Cups. Queen of Wands and 9 of Cups. It's like, yes, I create. I heard from a inspired place. I create from an inspired place. Okay. You have a wish fulfillment coming for you. Let me see some more about this. Most important message for today, the Ace of Wands. New opportunity, new person, new spark of passion. Okay, some of you, this is a new sexual attraction coming in on your life. And apparently it's, that's what I like. That's what I like. Okay, I'm just going to call you Bruno Mars for today's session. Okay, Bruno, listen. You finding something you like right now, and it's because you've been showing up with all this passion. You got the fire, baby, and you know how to create in that passion. You know how to create in that fire. You know how to use your skills, talents, abilities, your creativity, and your passion to make things happen, to move things. And you've been feeling flying high. Yeah, you've been feeling flying high. Anyways, with this 9 of Cups, it's like you keep having reason after reason after reason to be grateful, to be thankful, to get excited, to be appreciative, to be like, dang, I did that. Yeah, because you know you're doing it. What are you doing? You're doing it and doing it and doing it. Yeah, whatever you're doing, that's what you're doing it. Yeah, okay, let me see the 10 of Swords. I heard the death and destruction is behind you. You're that. And then Denise Williams come through talking about, cause I just got to be free. Yeah, because here's the thing, like something had you before, and it was an idea. It's like you had some sort of belief, some sort of idea that you kept perpetuating, and that kept creating an influence in your life, but you let that go. Yeah, there was an end of a relationship, and now you're ready for a new one. You done met a new one. The new one just showed up automatically like that. You're like, wow, where you come from? That's the vibes, yeah. But something was complete, something was over. Anywhere where somebody was backstabbing you, betraying you, that's not happening no more. Anywhere where you have let a situation go, an idea go, a circumstance go, a person go, a group go, an experience, whatever it was, you're really excited right now. And it's giving you this new fire. It's new fire. You got a new opportunity here. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles, okay? And the thing of it is, you're like, oh, I'm going to keep doing this. This works nice. I like the way this works. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it and do it and do it. Yeah, okay. Let me see some more. Knight of Swords. The energy responds quickly because you're sitting in a fulfilled energy. Okay, listen. And while you're happy, And while you meeting this new person, it's like this new person excited. They want to talk to you. They're messaging you. It's like they seem to have a lot to say. I heard they seem to have a lot to say. Okay, let me see. Ace of Swords. That's the truth. And all you do is speak the truth. I heard and they like it. Because then I heard and I like it. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, somebody really likes it. The way you speak the truth, the way you get to the point of things, the way you cut through the chase and get to the point. Okay, get to the objective. You get to the point of the matter of the fact. Okay, Eight of Swords. And what's happening is whoever this is you're talking to, they love what you're talking about because they've been stuck in their head about something that you just found the way out. Like you found the path. You gave the facts that align the truth to help somebody to have their own breakthrough. This is what I'm seeing. This is a side effect. So it's like whatever you did, it's like you could be now having very confirming experiences where other people that's right where you used to be mentally, like that's who's showing up. So whatever they got is, whether it's a repetitive self-talk or repetitive conversation or just a belief or an idea that they keep perpetuating. And you can see it clearly because you could see it and find it in yourself. And so now that allows you to see it and find it in someone else. Okay. And somebody here is appreciating that. They loving it. Okay. Because I heard I'm loving it. Yeah. How you feel about it? It's like, oh, we're about to have a breakthrough today because somebody just said the right thing. Somebody just said the right thing for you to know. Somebody just said the right thing for you to know. Now, there's somebody else off on the sidelines. I see somebody else off on the sidelines. And whoever this is off on the sidelines, like, it's funny because they're trying to talk to the person that you talking to. There's somebody off on the sideline that don't agree with what you're talking about is what I'm seeing. Somebody that don't agree with what you're talking about. But the problem is, all that does is give confirmation to whoever you're talking to because the person that you're talking to, everything just clicked into place. You could see it happening in their face. Everything clicked into place. You could see their energy shift. You could feel their energy shift, okay? And the thing of it is, whoever's on the sideline talking like they're so full of it that this person is not, they're not convinced. I heard they're not swayed. They're not bothered either way. Like that, whatever that blocker, hater vibe is, it's on the sideline there. It's going to stay on the sideline there. I heard everybody got opinions, but not all their opinions are useful, okay? Yeah, High Priestess, you just seem to know everything. Confirmation, absolutely. High Priestess there. Hold on. A double confirmation, And so High Priestess there is outcome. It's like you just know everything. So this is like somebody's like, oh my God, how did you know that? There's no way for you to know that. But here you are presenting the facts again. It's like somebody, you're like, how'd the baby do? And they're like, what baby? And how do you know? Okay, somebody here, you know something about a baby. Also, the other thing I see is you know something about somebody that's interacting on your social media. Okay, I see that as well. And then that's a shocker. I heard that's a shocker because there really wasn't a way for you to really logically or tangibly know this information because they never brought it to you. This is something like, things. Okay, yeah, you're getting downloads. Whatever you're saying is changing somebody's life. Let me say that. Okay, they know you're the truth. I heard, and then why that came out? Because I heard, when people know you're the truth, they really do themselves best not to try to tussle with you. They don't want to spar with you. They don't want to battle with you. They definitely don't want to go to no spiritual war with you if they know what's good for them. I heard that. Okay, yeah, Two of Swords. Oh, yeah, because I heard the one on the sideline is the one that want to go to war with you. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't even know what they're looking at. Yeah, they don't know what they're looking at. They see something and they go away trying to understand it. But their way of trying to understand stuff is not our way of trying to understand. So there's somebody here on the sidelines who's going away trying to understand something that you put down, some kind of truth you put down. They're helping somebody have breakthrough. Oh, and then I'm like, in spiritual conversation, they say, yeah, and why is it that person has a problem with somebody around you having a breakthrough because of the truth that you're spitting? Is that because they were benefiting off that person being stuck in a cage? And now you done set them free. How you going to come and free their slaves? How you gonna come through and free somebody else's slaves? Well, just like this. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh, it's done, it's already done. That's what I heard. Yeah, you already did this. Okay, you already did this. Huge confirmation. Yeah. Four of Cups, they don't like it. You're like, I don't care, I do. You don't have to like it, I do. It's really fun. Okay, Injustice, yeah, funny. Yeah, whoever don't like it, they're going to meet with some justice. And you already know, and this is part of the truth that you're spitting in some sort of way. So you letting somebody know about some justice is on the table. As a result of somebody trying to be the hater blocker, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's trying to get in between, somebody who's trying to... They need to quit trying to shadow ban somebody, because that shit ain't working. Didn't they get the memo? Like, that don't work. All those efforts to try to block somebody, stop somebody, you ain't getting no ground with it. You ain't getting nowhere with it. All you doing is digging a deeper hole for yourself. And that's what you know. And you know that whenever somebody try to stop the facts from coming out, whenever somebody's try to stop the truth from being told, you already know that all they're doing is digging a deeper karmic hole. You're quite aware of that. Yeah. I heard tighten up. Yeah, I heard it's something tighten up. Because something was loose, you didn't realize something was loose. You didn't realize something was loose until you did, okay? And they need to tighten up, okay? And there's all kinds of ways to read between the lines on that. I'm going to let you go ahead and figure out how that resonates for you. But let me see. Yeah, listen, it's a special homecoming. It's happiness. Homecoming for the emperor. Like, you're in your boss energy. You done put in the work to be the boss. Uh-huh. Who's the nigga? Who's the boss? Who's the nigga that paid the cost? Okay, I ain't gonna take the one because I ain't gonna take the loss. Yeah, we don't take the loss around here, because you know you're celebrated when you show up. This is like you show up somewhere, right? And all you do is say hi. There's new people around there. Somebody you really catch their eye, because when you walk in the room, everybody's like, "Hey, you're here! It's time to get this party start." Whatever it is, it's that type of vibe, right? It's like, and it could be on another level. Like for somebody, I see you being announced. I see everybody sitting down, round tables, like 8 people at a table, a big giant fucking room. Like, you know, in the hotels, and they got to rent the meeting space, and they got to open up all the politicians, so it's just one big room. It looks like that. I see the room is dark. I see a very classy candlelit dinner being served to everybody. And I see somebody's name being called, and them walking on the stage right up in the spotlight. Everybody got to hear what you got to say. They want to know, baby. They want to know what you got to say. You're being highlighted at this time for the work that you put in, for what you've accomplished, okay? Let me see some more. Yeah, so the world can see you. So the world can see. The whole world is going to see you now. The whole world can see you now. There's something anywhere where, yeah, whatever this idea was, like, oh, I just saw it. They just showed it to me. Somewhere in the past, like, you wanted to hide. People were so mean. People were so cruel. You know, children can be cruel. And this might come from your childhood, dealing from childhood bullies or family bullies or what have you. But somewhere in the past, it was somewhere where, you know, you wanted to be unrecognized, unseen. You just wanted to slide under the radar. And something you did right now has shifted that. Now you're very visible. And I'm getting that it took you a minute to get there, because boy, you had that vibration set thick. You had that thing set right. You wanted to be invisible, and honey, you became invisible. And now you're like, okay, this is where you have your Norma Jean moment. Any of y'all ever seen that? How, so Norma Jean was walking with somebody in New York City, and they were having some sort of conversation. She said, you want to see me become Marilyn Monroe? And she didn't do nothing physically, but all of a sudden, everybody could see her and start looking at her. And everything, you know what I'm saying? So this is having that Norma Jean moment where you go from invisible to blah, blah, here I am, okay, and I'm here to stay. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, abso-freaking-lutely. You decided to shift your position. So if that Norma Jean moment is literal, physical, or is it symbolic of something else, you shifted your position. You did it with intention. You did it with decisiveness. You did it with decision. You did it with command. You did it with clarity. I heard you did it with specificity, okay? I choose to be seen for all the best qualities that I bring to the table. I heard for everything that I monetize, I choose to be seen, okay? I'm ready to be seen for everything that I bring that's of service to the world, okay? And the ones that are ready for my services, they see and they show up, and then they find me, and you know what? That thing is working fast, baby. They're flying in. They're flying in to see you. What do you know? Okay, this is what they do. Yeah, they're flying in to see you. Okay, you got them coming in. They're coming in fast. It's like a torrent. This isn't a trickle. This is a torrent. This is fast-moving energy happening. Yeah. They've been searching. They've been looking. Okay, they've been searching. They've been looking. And then they found you, and they found what you had to offer. They might have even met somebody that knew about your offer or partook of your services before. They might even have met somebody that knows exactly who you are. Yeah, King of Cups. This person got nothing but good things to say, nothing but praise over your name. Yeah. And as a result, like this other person, like, well, I'm not going to play myself. I'm finna go right on over there. I'm finna call him. Can I get the phone number? Can I get a card? What you got for me? Because you must have some way to connect me to this person, because I'm not going to play myself. I'm not going to search. I already found it. I found what I need. It's right here, and I'm coming back for it. Yeah. And so it's bringing all kinds of opportunity to you. Yeah, because you standing in your power. You ain't afraid. You don't cower. Hello. You showing all the way up. Yeah. Yeah, and you're bringing all the energy, and because you're bringing all the energy that you got to it and all the passion you got to it and all your truth, all your actions are in alignment, all of this stuff is happening. And so now everybody is seeing it. They can't help but see it, recognize it, honor it. You know, this is like when you driving on the freeway. You've all had this happen at some point. You driving on the freeway, right? And you can't help but see it up there. It says wide load. This is you. You are the wide load, baby. Everybody on the freeway of love in a pink Cadillac can see you coming. They can see you going. They can see you from all sides. And you know what they do? They get up out the way. They say, move, bitch. Get out the way. That's the way it goes. Yeah. The Hierophant, you got that spiritual authority under your belt. You're in harmony with universal laws, and what you're putting down is meant to benefit the masses. Hello, what you're bringing to the table is meant to entertain, elevate, uplift, empower, okay, encourage the masses, the world, everybody with ears, let them hear. And the whole church said, hallelujah. Okay, amen. Yeah, and it's about what you're saying. King of Swords, what you're saying is the truth. You got the skill, you got the ability. You could cut right to the point. We're not gonna sugarcoat this shit, and we're not gonna trim the branches. We're gonna get to the root of it, and this is what you do. Yeah, this is what you do. So the truth you spin. Let me see about this truth you spin. There's gonna be pain, baby. There's gonna be pain. There is gonna be some pain that don't feel good. But you know what? You could take all that pain and turn it into your power. Anything that you're holding on to pain, one of the truths is, you know, is everywhere where you're holding on to pain, that's energy that you can transmute. Okay, the truth hurts like a bee, but it sets you free. Okay, you know that. Okay, the pain is there, so you could create something new out of it. Okay, you know how to take the pain that you've been through and allow it to be your muse, allow it to assist you in putting your creative passion, your purpose into full effect. Yeah. And you know what? Everybody can't see it. Everybody's not going to like it. Everybody's not going to be on your team. But we're just going to take the weapons that they want to use against you and leave them with the pain. See the 3 swords that's left standing? Yeah, we just going to leave them with their own pain. Because here's the fact. No matter what they say, no matter what they think, it don't have no power here. I heard, yeah. It don't have no power here, because whatever they're thinking is not based off of your facts. And even if they think it's fact, it doesn't really affect who and what you truly know yourself to be. Because again, you're standing in your truth, not being persuaded. And guess what? Now everybody want to come see you. They're like, wow, how you do that there? Yeah, these are teachable people presenting themselves to you in your life. And I just see a cashier. You're like a clerk at a gas station convenience store thing, right? And it's certain people that come in there every day. And they've been coming in there every day for so long. And at some point, you start having conversation with these folks. And you just, here and there, you start dropping a gem. You drop a gem here, you drop a gem there. And it's all based off of the natural evolution of a conversation that y'all are having when you say, hey, how's it going today, right? Type of a thing. It just unfolds. Okay, and so what had happened was, anywhere where you got a side project, a side hustle, a passion project that you're invested in, like, for example, I do the nails, right? And then they sit and have conversation with me, but then they get on my YouTube and they be watching me here, you know, and then they tell their friend about it. Now they watching me here. So there's something like that going on. You know your specifics. They're not telling them to me. Let's do this tower a little bit, because tower is a big shock. Yeah, this is I heard 2 things. I heard, I had a dream. And then the other thing that I heard was, I'll be dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, see, with the moon confirming, dreaming, make it believe. Okay, and hold on, whatever was done in the darkness, like, you just laid all that shit to rest, is what I got with the moon and the 4 of swords. You just laid all that shit to rest. It's like dealing in a death card. The moon and the 4 of swords is the end of something that you thought could hurt you, and now you know it can't. It's the end of This is like when somebody learns how to close the window of control. Now the energy is not going in or out, which means you're not controlling them, and can't nobody control you. I don't care what shaman, magician, witch you gonna pay, what kind of crystals, herbs you gonna burn. It don't matter. None of that shit matters, because they're like, hold on, where'd the energy go? Oh, you're on chill mode, baby. You're on chill mode. You're on thrilled mode. Yeah, and that's gonna piss somebody off. Doesn't piss somebody off. Okay. Oh well. Oh well, because you gonna be celebrating with the people that's in like energy, with the people that's in like mindedness, with the people that's in like spiritness. And you know what? They're going to be celebrating you. Yeah, they love it when you come through. They love it when you do what you do. Okay. Yeah, let me see what's with this Ten of Swords back here. What we got? And then I need to, yeah, I got 14 minutes left. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, holding on to what? Holding on to independence. Okay, holding on to doing for yourself, and doing the things that makes you happy. Yeah. And then closing out old karmic cycles that are not in alignment with that. I love your reading. Let me see what's at the bottom. The Five of Swords. Yeah, there had been an argument. There'd been a separation. There's been some something, and you knew that it was because somebody was afraid. And you also knew that anywhere where you were self-sabotaging yourself, there's a way that I can find alignment in here. I don't have to self-sabotage myself. And then once you realize there was alignment in it, you overcame that shit. You put both hands on the driving wheel and your foot on the pedals, and baby, you put it in drive. Okay, what's that song? Just drive. I think that's what it's called. How it go? I don't know. Anyways, and so then when you put it in drive, like somebody along the way, you stop and drop them gems. You see what I'm saying? And then because you're giving something of the greatest value to you, what you put out comes back to you. So here you go, giving up the greatest value, helping make people's life a little bit easier, helping them move on into their value and their worth. They respect you. Now they start doing favors. You know what I'm saying? They might throw an extra donut in your dozen for you type of thing. They give you a little bit more sugar in your whatever. Right? And so you start seeing all this love coming in. And then you also, at the same time, start seeing who's walking away. Who doesn't stop and say hi to you no more? You know, type of a vibes. You're like, oh, well, I don't care with the full energy. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, on to the next. On to the next. Oh, I see that I've elevated in my power again because people are responding to it. Yay, okay. I made a whole transformation. And so you solidify it because you keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Yeah. You start blocking folks left and right, but you done did this enough times that you know you're right every time you do block somebody. Okay, because you didn't do it out of pettiness. You did it out of stability. Okay. And yeah, when they're away from you, then of course, you know, they want to do something. They be thinking about coming over, and then they stop and they think about it, and they're like, well, if I go over there, she really gonna cut me down the size is what I see. Yeah, she gonna say something because she already gonna know too fucking much because she seemed to know every damn thing. How is it that she knows everything? They say, how is it that you know everything? Why you know everything, Trav? Why you just know everything like that? Well, the thing of it is, it's all very innocent. Spirit shows you and pops up with the messages that you need to know, right? Why? Because you radiate in self-love energy in harmony with those principles of love and peace and happiness. You live in respect. You live in integrity, right? And you always show up when you show up with other people. That's the way you come into the table, right? And so you're a very balanced person. If somebody can't vibe with it, if they don't have the capacity or ability to receive the love that you put down, even if it's coming through your mouth and some words of truth that they don't want to hear, but it's exactly what they need to hear, you don't let it disturb you. Use it in self-control. You don't get provoked. You don't get bothered, right? But you understand very well that you trigger people, and you just accepted that. Like before it used to bother you, now you just accepted that. You say, you know, everybody is not the same, but we're all connected in some sort of way. In that reality, we really are the same. But some people are aware of it and some people aren't. And so you treat them accordingly. You might switch up your behavior on somebody because of the fact that they get so disappointed. They get so hurt. They get so emotional, baby, every time they think of you. Yeah, because you show up as a star and everybody just want to see you. They get like, I wonder if they're going to come back over here again. Somebody say, I wonder if they could come back over here again because, you know, I really can't wait for them to show up. When they show up, everything is live. It's all the way live. Yeah. And they're like, when they're not here, okay, Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Boom. But yeah, there it is. Talk about confirmation. Did y'all know I was going to sing Ain't No Sunshine? Because the sun is right under the last one that told me that ain't no sunshine when she gone. Seven of Cups said the sunshine when she gone. Now we got the sun showing up. And there you are. You've been the sun since before, okay? But they made their choices. And you was like, well, I'm not finna diminish myself, dumb myself down. I'm not going to denigrate myself. What the hell does denigrate mean? Why you got me? You know I need time to take care of my personal needs right now. Why you making me go down rabbit holes and check stuff like this? This is crazy. What the heck does denigrate mean? Denigrate. No, these are not the words. Hold on. One letter at a time. Denigrate. Oh, okay, spelled with the I. Denigrate, criticize, or belittle, especially in an unfair way. Disparage, okay? I'm not finna denigrate myself. I'm not going to criticize myself. I'm not going to belittle myself, especially in an unfair way. That was the vibes right there, yeah. And then, you know, because you saw a situation for what it was, you let them make their choices, you saw what they did, okay, Two of Wands. Well, in response, I'm going to respond to that by protecting my energy. I got a lot that I'm working on here. We just read through every card in the deck. I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for doing all the YouTube stuff. This spreads this message to all our other brothers and sisters of humanity, or who are of this love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness vibes tribe. Yeah. Look below the video. Familiarize yourself with what's down there in the description box. Go check out the website. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. And I wonder if any of y'all are going to show up here by 6:30. Okay. The flyer's on the community tab. Later. I'm out of here. Mwah.